We bought our pigs a pool, and it's either gonna be a quick waste of money or a life changer. Let's see what it's gonna be. During the summertime, during extreme heats, we need to make sure that we give our animals the best chance to succeed in the strong heat, which means, so we wanna make sure they have places to cool down, we wanna make sure they have fresh, cold water as much as possible. And for our pigs here, it's been a little more difficult than we would like to admit. If you look right here, you'll see a big rain barrel bucket that we just recently started giving to our pigs that I attached a little nipple to so that they could drink from it, and that so we didn't have to come out here and dump 5-gallon buckets of water into these bowls non-stop like we're used to doing for them. First struggle we had was just getting them to actually use it. Putting peanut butter on the end of it at least seemed to be a part-time solution where at least they were engaged with it, but we weren't noticing how much water they were really intaking from it. And the major problem that started happening, and why it's not inside with the pigs right now, as you can see, is that even when it was full, they were knocking it over and then no water for them at all. So that's why we went out and bought this big kiddie pool for them, hoping that they're gonna enjoy either being in it and cooling them down, or at least getting a few drinks from this. We've heard people try to do this with their pigs, and now we're gonna see if it's gonna work for us. Now the tricky part is trying to figure out where I kind of want to place this pool. I'm thinking to put it in between all these trees right here so that it's kind of hard for them to move it around too much. And then the water will weigh it down. I'm gonna put other weights down there, whether it's really big rocks in there so that they can't move it around too much. And I hope that's gonna work. Now the fun part's gonna be how many 5-gallon buckets of water is it gonna take to fill this pool for the pigs. I'm gonna make sure we don't fill it all the way to the top because they are gonna roll around in it, and I don't wanna know if there's a chance of them of drowning or not from that. So not all the way, but definitely halfway. I have 5-gallon buckets of water so far ready to go so that when I start pouring it down, we can kind of get some weight into it right away. But I just realized that as soon as I put it in there, they're gonna go for it right away. So we're gonna need some food to distract them first. All right, they're distracted. Now's my chance. Let's get this pool filled. How many 5-gallon buckets is it gonna take?
It's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me.
The pool is as full as I want to get it now. It seems like it took about 9 5-gallon buckets to fill this pool up here, and it's maybe about halfway, so we're just gonna see how that does for right now. It seems like they've went up to it just a few times to kind of sniff it out, see what it is. They drank some water from it, and now we'll see during the hot days if they actually go into it, but here they go. And it looks like they will step into it. I wanted to make sure. It looked like it was a little high, but our pigs have some long legs. All right, well that is very reassuring. He was all the way inside it, loving being in it, his feet getting wet, and the fact that they can go into it is exactly what we wanted for the pigs. It looks like he's even heading back to go back in. Is the pig in the water? Seems like the pig's new pool is hopefully gonna work out good, but I thought that bucket was gonna work good too, and that shut down quick, so we'll see how this pig pool lasts. Hopefully all summer. Managing the summer heat for your animals, like I said, can be a challenge. For our chickens, There is so much sun that comes into their run throughout the day. If you watch one of our previous videos, this is kind of like one of their main escapes from the sun. You can see it's a really big kind of hoop coop hut that is covered. Inside the hut here, there's lots of spots for them to dust bathe. Dust bathing, not only does it clean them, but it does cool them down because they get to be in that nice cool dirt that is not hot, that has been shaded off by this big tarp here. So that will actually cool them down as well. And that is one of the best spots, besides underneath the chicken coop, for our chickens to get away from the hot sun and try to cool down. And then for these guys in our chicken tractor, as you can see, they have a tarp that covers the whole tractor, so no matter where the sun is hitting in there, there's always some kind of shade throughout this chicken tractor for these guys. They usually choose to lay in the shade part of it too, and that's how we manage it for them. There's not really too much we need to do for them to make sure that they stay nice and cool. The only other thing we really need to do for all of our animals to keep them nice and cool is making sure they have fresh, cold water and have access to it throughout the day. So on really hot summer days, we do want to come out here and make sure we top it off with whatever water they already have and give them more cold water on top of it so that they can stay as hydrated and cool as possible during the summer. And I am hoping we have done that for these pigs here. I'm hoping that this pool over here is going to cool them off a lot better and make sure that they always just have some kind of access to water. The black rubber bowls that we'd fill for them, they did a really good job drinking out of them. Yeah, I'm talking about you guys. But they like to roll on top of it so that they could get their bodies wet also, and it would knock all the water out so that they'd be out with water even during a really hot day. So making sure that they have some kind of water to be at is going to make this pool nice. If you can look, the color already looks pretty dirty, so that's going to be something that we're going to have to change. And I'm thinking about installing some kind of like drain system to it, but I'm not going to worry about it too much at the moment. All right, pigs, enjoy going swimming, okay? Small little quick update on our bunny that we got here that we call Bun Bun. She has made it into our garden. So we got her a little rabbit hutch so that we can get her outside. She can enjoy some grass every once in a while, but also we can access, pull out, get her poop, and put it throughout our garden, since it's really good fertilizer. So we're excited to add her as part of the team of the homestead, and I just figured I'd show a little update since she is now outside with us here. Well, make sure during these hot days this summer that your animals stay hydrated and you yourself. These are just some of the ways that we do it for all of our animals to make sure they can stay as cool as they can during the summer. You guys have a great day and a better tomorrow. We'll see you guys in the next one.